Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. What can I say about the 0-0 against Atalanta in Bergamo? Well, first of all, we are not the first team that was able to score in the Gewis Stadium because until today they never conceded at home. So we were not the team that did it. Did we really try to do it? Not really. Not really. And that explains a bit the 0-0 in a game that was a bit emotionless. One of the big words I want to use is static Juventus. Static emotion less 0-0 with Juventus that is at a certain moment also giving up in trying to win. And they prefer to go for keeping the 0-0, the draw with a point. Was Atalanta better than Juventus? I don't know. Was Juventus better than Atalanta? I don't think so. There were some things that I can analyze, again, going against the mainstream talk. But there are some things that I didn't like and that I cannot explain myself. So we'll go through all of this. Thank you for being here. Let me say hello to the people that we have in the chat. I didn't even enter here. Wait, let me enter so that I can pin a few of your comments. Obviously, what I didn't do yet. So let me go so that I can say hello to all of you. Enter studio. Give me a second. I should be able to now say hello to all the people because we have Tony that is absolutely not happy. How can anyone not be livid with this result? All we needed was a goal. Yeah. Now I want to analyze the game with a bit more calma. No creativity at all. That's correct. Ciao Sal, ciao Dana. In Plant Mars, I mean, I don't know what you're speaking about, but ciao Dana. Ciao Lior, ciao Softic. We were happy with the 0-0. No, I'm not happy. You're speaking about the team. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It was clear that we didn't want to attack. We didn't want to attack at a certain moment of the game. We gave up. I think we couldn't attack in a part of the game, and we didn't want in another part of the game. But you're correct. Johnny, garbage. I don't know if I can use that word. Ciao Zwaghi. Ugly from Allegri, shouting in the 92nd. Would have been really angry if we lost. What a sportsman argue he deserved not to lose with such a performance. I don't understand your comment. Of course, when you are about to concede a goal at the 92nd minute, if you are not angry there, I don't understand. That he wanted also to keep that 0-0 with a team that was not able to score for 95 minutes, I can even understand it. But I don't understand that Juventus didn't want to play a bit before. At the 92nd minute, that is angry that we were about to lose that game. Yes, that I understand. That he was not able to ask his team to attack better in certain moments of the game, I can't understand it. Then, ciao Matthew, ciao Tad, ciao Beppe, ciao Dragon, I'm so done with the long balls into the void. Also another thing that made me extremely angry today. Daniel Perrone, ciao Beppe, ciao a tutti, horrible game. I don't know if we can speak about horrible game. You will understand in a second when I said hello to a few people. Ciao Stavros, ciao Calma Calma, Peter Gitley, Juve will continue to scrap points. Ciao Wasi, ciao Mark Uno, ciao Thomas Makluf, ciao Pierre, absolutely bad. No desire to win, let alone win, but even try. Happy to get a draw. I am so frustrated with this club. Okay, ciao Mista, thank you for 20 months with us on the channel. Disaster, no offensive game plan, 0 chances. On that one I agree. If we are speaking about offensively, really bad. If you're speaking about our offensive game, extremely, extremely bad. The game is exactly how I imagined it. My best fantasy was a 1-0 for Juve with a moment of brilliance. That moment never came, though. It's true. It's true. Now I understand why we are looking for another midfielder. Our need for a vice Rabiot is crucial. Koopmeiners was amazing tonight. We were lucky that he missed a lot of things tonight. Huh? Okay, go with our friend Florian. Thank you for the donation, my buddy. Another bad match, another hard match to watch. Same old tactics and lack of emotion from the players. We are going to have another bad season, sadly. Okay. Emotion Beppe. And then I will go with thinking Beppe. Emotion Beppe. Did I like the game? No. I didn't like our game. Emotion Beppe. Did I see a lot of mistakes from Juve? Yes, I saw a lot of mistakes from Juve. Were we missing our strikers today? Yes, we were missing our strikers today because we know that Moise Kean probably couldn't even play more than 45 minutes. He tried in the first time to battle, to fight a bit. At the end, he had to give up physically because he was not there, and he missed totally the second half. Kenan Yildiz, I believe he touched like one time or two times the ball. Probably entered a bit too late, according to me, to do something because he entered in the moment of the game when we wanted to stop. But yes, I am angry because I wanted to win. Then I tell you my feelings before the game. I really was scared that we would lose because I didn't know how Juventus would have been able to block the intensity of Atalanta, the way of them really dominating that opposition half, taking the ball, offering multiple solutions, a team that is absolutely not static. That's the reverse of Juventus, the contrary of Juventus. So I was extremely scared that today we would have lost the game. And probably I was not the only one because also Max Allegri was scared to lose the game. Also, the men on the field were scared to lose the game. Then if we are looking at the game, I understand that we want to offer entertaining football and probably we deserve it after 3 years to see some entertaining football. I want even to say after 4 years, we need to show a bit more. We need to evolve. We need to do something different. Then you have some ugly games also. Can we say a bad game of Juventus? It depends. If you want to analyze the defensive game, I believe that Juventus was extremely organized, extremely strong, structured. And on that way of seeing the football, I think that Juventus did extremely well against a team that was absolutely not easy to block. So there are two ways of analyzing, and then you have the third way, that is the global one. On the global one, I am not happy. On the offensively, I am less than happy because the things that it came from individual initiatives from Federico Chiesa most of all. Other than that, nothing happened. Nothing happened. I didn't see some build-ups. One time I saw Adrien Rabiot trying to go at the end of the game with and I remember that he was playing because until there I didn't see him. But it was a sleepy game that Juventus was able to master. I will read and then I will continue with my how I read the game. Nermin, probably you didn't understand the world. When I'm saying organized and did extremely well, you know that I also said defensively. And defensively we did. Then you can argue about whatever you want to. Don't make me angry today, and Nervin, because then it will not. I'm already angry with the performance of Juventus because I told you you can divide. I will repeat, otherwise we will not get out of it. And I'm not angry with you guys. I'm angry with the performance of Juve. I am angry with stupid comments because when I'm telling things, please don't transform them because then I'm going even more angry. When I tell you that there are 3 different ways to understand the game. There is the offensive part, there is the defensive part, and then there is the global part. I tell you that I am not happy with the global part of the game because we didn't want to at a certain moment to go and win. I was not happy with the offensive part, and then you have the defensive part because if you are able to stop a Lookman, a Teun Koopmeiners, a Charles de Ketelaere, if you are able to stop De Roon, etc., with these guys, they had to wait until the first shot on target made by Luis Muriel on a free kick. That means that you are defensively extremely well organized. It's not because you are extremely well organized and you did really well defensively that you played a great game. Because we didn't play a great game. I was not happy with the performance of Juventus today. So don't let me say things that I didn't say. Because today the performance of Juve is absolutely not beautiful. It's absolutely not beautiful from the coach. And the behavior he had at a certain moment, transmitting fear to our guys. but also our players that in the beginning of the game were still there with shaky legs. So Juventus didn't do a beautiful performance in the global way. Now, we can start speaking about football seriously or not. No, because then we stop. If we can't speak about football, then we stop immediately. Because I read the comments of people that are angry because we don't play football, because we don't do this, because we don't do this, as if in football there is only one thing. And it's going up, which is essential. But no. Okay, let me read the comments. I saw it, and this is a correct message from Mista. Thank you, Nirai, for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you, Ali. Locatelli was good. I don't know if someone was good today. Thank you, Ali, for becoming member for 16 months. Thank you also, Nirai, for 10 months. I'm hopeful this season is long. Forza Juve. I'm also understanding that the season is long. Forza Juve, but we will have to do much better. Ala, thank you for the donation, buddy. Seeing today I saw more a compact team. Yeah, on that one I agree. I saw a more compact team. I will not criticize every game. Let's give them the time to improve through our season. Forza Juve. I saw some comments that also made me angry in the chat because it is absolutely not relevant today when I see people saying we have one game a week, we have the opportunity to train a full week so that we are prepared, while the other opponents have multiple games a week. Guys, if you are realistic, and I know that you want to be angry, and I understand because I am angry myself, but if you want to be correct, when did we play the last game? On Tuesday. When did we play the game before? On Saturday, because for the first time this season, probably I believe the only time this season, there was a midweek. How many times did Atalanta play it in Europe this season? One time, it was like 3 weeks ago. So ragazzi, if we are honest, the advantage, that benefit of training an entire week to be prepared, we can probably be pissed off only 2 weeks ago when we had that week to prepare it because we were not playing in Champions League and we failed. Other than that, and it was against Sassuolo, other than that, there is at the moment no advantage. From next week, there will be an advantage because all these teams, they will play, of course, in Champions League, and you will tell that you had the opportunity to rest while the other ones no. But let's start speaking about facts and football. Let's start speaking about facts and football. And I will stop now. I will ban LeBron. That is even annoying me even more than all the other ones because that's insulting me and I'm pissed off. Oh, ragazzi, it's not because I'm here a public figure that you have the opportunity to come and insult me. You don't insult me. Okay? Then we want to speak about the bad things that I saw about Juve. Yes, we will. This brand of football is totally unwatchable. I agree with Andre. I said it last week. If you are able to do it one time, 2 times in a season, depending where, beginning of the season one time, in the end of the season, these games at the end, if you are able to win them or draw it, they will give you points and they will be crucial at the end of the season. But these can't be the basic performance of Juventus. That can't be the basic performance of Juventus. And there we are angry. Because if it's an isolated case against Lecce, I can accept it at the end. Oh, we didn't play well against Lecce. We scored that goal. We have the 3 points. Did we celebrate that win against Lecce here on the channel? No, because we were not happy. Because we have to do much better in that game. But it can happen in a season. Then, if you are playing the next game against Atalanta and you're showing clearly as Juventus that you give up because you're scared to try, you're scared to go up, you're scared to win. That was the big topic that I told you 2 weeks ago. People, they were pissed off with me. Beppe, what are you speaking about? Scared to win. What are you speaking about? We saw it today. This is a confirmation that when Juventus has the possibility, they are scared to win. Today, in the last 5 minutes of the game, plus injury time, I don't know how many time he gave, at that moment on, you clearly see that that team mentally is not able yet to do what we want. We have a small team mentality and no signs of getting any better. what I was extremely scared about after the loss against Sassuolo was one thing. That the things that we saw in the beginning of the season, what we trained for, what we saw in USA in the tour, these keywords that were reported by everyone, intensity, playing higher on the field, higher pressing, building from the back, these words that we tried to do against Udinese and it worked in the first half. That against Bologna we tried, but Thiago Motta tactically blocked us, but we tried. Then you have trying and failing, what we did against Bologna. Then you have not trying, what we did against, today, Atalanta, and we did against Lecce. 2 games in a row where Juventus is not doing intensity, is not... I am pissed off with these kind of comments. I am telling you that we are playing bad. I am telling you that we are not with intensity. I am telling you that we gave up on everything that we prepared, and you write me messages like this. What are you speaking about? Why are you not able to understand simple words? When I'm telling you that after Sassuolo the team stopped playing, gave up on all their ideas, ideology, what they believed in and what they told us and what we saw, even if we were not able perfectly to do them on the field, you are telling me we can't. You're telling me that I'm looking for alibis. What kind of alibis? Tell me in the chat. Tell me what alibis. Ragazzi, tell me what alibis. Give me the alibis that I told you today. Give me the alibis that I'm telling you. I am angry. Of course I am angry. But then if I see toxic people playing with it, I don't understand. What alibi did I give today? Give me the alibis. Give me, so that we can continue. Give me. I need to read them. Give me the alibis. Give me the alibis. Give me the alibis. Someone give me one alibi that I tell today. Give me one alibi. Give me one. Someone give me one alibi. Give me what I said. What did I say? Someone, Pierre is saying, you said, Beppe, that we had no striker. Is it an alibi? No, because I told you that we didn't want to attack at a certain moment. I told you that Keane had to be subbed out earlier. Did I say we lost because of Vlahovic and Milik? No, I told you we had no striker. Facts. But I told you we had to give a chance earlier to Keane that in the second half was physically not there. And I told you that we didn't want to attack because we were mentally scared to win. Another one. I want another one. Tell me now. Tell me. I need to know. No. I need to understand. What are you speaking about, Xefer? It was a spontaneous win. Spontaneous win of what? It was a 0-0. What are you speaking about? I said that we played midweek. It's a fact. If you are telling me we had the advantage that we are not playing Europe this year, how many more games did the other one play? 1. And I told you, could have been an excuse against Sassuolo. We lost 4-2 dramatically. We're not able to take advantage of it. Today, no, it's not an advantage because we played midweek like all the other teams. How many more games do the other ones have? 1. The only one with more games is Fiorentina because they received our spot in Europe. Did I speak about Fiorentina? No. So I need to understand when people are saying, like the one that I banned, you are working for your boss. They are dictating what you have to say. People insulting me in the chat. If you're insulting me, I take the insults. I am old enough to take whatever insult you want to do. But it has to be correct. If you are insulting me that I am looking for alibis, then tell me which one. And then I will probably do mea culpa and I will tell you probably because I'm live, because it's not easy, because I am nervous, because I made a mistake, I am sorry. Then we can go. Lolo is saying, Beppe, I love you, but basta. We cannot defend this type of strategy. Who is defending this type of strategy? Who? 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 If I tell you that I hated the games against Lecce, because I am someone that is happy and celebrating every single win. But we didn't celebrate the win of Lecce. Go back to the live, you will see that I started not with a smile because I was not happy. Today I'm not. So then if you tell me Sal Pacino is saying, Beppe, it is the management that is defending. But of course, but did you ever, but are you real? Are you real? Did you ever work for a company? Did you ever work for a corporation? Were you ever a manager? Ragazzi. You have to understand the problem. You have to understand the 360 degree. It is not EAFC 24. It is not Football Manager where you sack, you hire, you don't care. If you lose, it's game over, you restart again. You can restart a game, you can restart a career, you can't, because there are a lot of topics that are making it extremely, extremely difficult to do what we want. Out of European competitions, no signings, and tell me who we signed in the last 3 years to evolve that team. Okay, what are we defending? We started, again this season, telling you, honestly, Romeo Agresti, I told you, Allegri is telling you, Giuntoli is telling you, unfortunately, things like they are, we are not the favorites for the Scudetto. We have the 4th spot for its top 4. That is an obligation to continue to be back on track financially in terms of possibility to attract again players because you are offered them the participation to Champions League. You receive your financials that you are able to grow again. And there, if you reach the top 4, you don't stop with your desire to do more. The objective is not top 4. It's wrong. The objective is minimum top 4. From the moment there you see, with clearly on paper 3 favorites. And it's true. If you are telling me today that Inter on paper and what they showed is not stronger than Juve, oh, ragazzi, what are we speaking about? Yesterday, Inter is thinking about the Champions League game. They are resting Lautaro, they are resting Di Marco, they are resting, who else? Bastoni, they are resting a lot of their starters because they are thinking about Champions League against Salernitana. They are doing a mediocre, bad game. Until the second half, they put in Lautaro Martinez and he's changing the game. And he's changing the game. Until the 60th minute, it was a really bad Inter. But they have the possibility, thanks to a fantastic depth, to change the game. Yesterday, it was Carlos Augusto that was playing, for example. That is the sub. But look at the qualities of yesterday. That was one of the best men, Carlos Augusto. If you're speaking about Milan, with our money, they were able to do mercato. If you're looking at Napoli, they are the Scudetti holders. And like every time, when you win the Scudetto, you are favorite to win the next one. It is what it is. It's a reality. Then, if they fail, it's because of them. It's not because of us. But that doesn't mean that because you have 3 teams, maybe other, that are stronger than you on paper this season, that you can't do better than top 4. Minimum arriving top 4. From there, when you secure that, you continue to dream, hoping that you can. But at the state of things, we were not able to do better against Atalanta. We were not able to beat the Sassuolo. We were not able to unlock the strategic tactical plan of Thiago Motta. It means that it's a reality that today we are not Scudetto contenders at the moment. Will we be it because the other ones will flop at a certain moment? Maybe. Hopefully. I hope that we can. I don't give up. You will never hear me. We don't play. We will not try. No, you try. So the games against Atalanta, unfortunately, in our mind, and on that one I am totally agreeing with you, we played not as a team that is convinced that can go and win there. And that's the problem, because we start the game, and I'm sorry, let me say thank you to BT. They're saying, thank you, BT. We need to work on the build-up. I agree. Thank you for 16 months. Let me read the comment of Abai, and then I will go and I will tell you block by block what I saw. Abai, thank you, my friend. And for the people that, I'm sorry, for the loyal people on the channel that are always here, and probably you don't see me a lot of time like that, I'm really sorry for my behavior today, but at a certain moment, basta, basta, basta. 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 Last three opponents all killed our build-up by blocking the midfield and leaving the ball with our defenders who can't pass. Mister must find a solution. Exactly. But that's football. That's football talk. This is what happened. Maybe it's not even what happened, but at least it's a way of thinking about it, and it's correct. Our midfield, what did they do, Sassuolo? They oblige us on that left side, of their left side or right side, to play Miretti out of position to give support. They blocked us and they killed us. Lecce, exactly the same, standing in the back, blocking all the passes, and they give us no opportunity to play with our midfield, and we are obliged to play with our people in the back. And the three of them are extremely bad. The only one okay-ish is Danilo, but even him, with a bad beginning of the season, today he did well, by the way. We were not there. We were not there. But it's correct. Thank you, Abai. And Rad is telling me, calma, calma, Beppe will end top 4. Calma, calma. But I don't doubt that we will arrive top 4 and that wins against Lecce of last week are important. That today the draw against Atalanta is important at the end, because if you don't win today, if you lose today, well, that ball goes into the goal. That means that you have 0 points, that you are at 13, that Napoli is over you, and that Atalanta from 12, they go to 15 points. So you forget about it, with the possibility of Fiorentina going even higher. So from third behind Inter and Milan, you can finish 6th at a certain moment. Season is long, but today giving 3 points to Atalanta would have been a disaster, especially because until the bar of Luis Muriel, they were absolutely not able to do something. They were not, because that's the reality. We were blocking also them arriving. But what is and how did Juventus play? 23 months, by the way. Thank you, Rad. Juventus played in the first 15 minutes, because the first half, we can really translate it. The first half, you can divide it in 3 blocks. The first 15 minutes where Juventus is surprised by Atalanta aggressivity, by their pace, by their intensity. And in the first 15 minutes, Juventus is saying, you know what? Let them do. Let them do, and we will defend. We will not even think to attack. Some people will say, horror start. Of course, horror start, because I want my team to do what Atalanta did in the first 15 minutes. But it was like that. They started with more desire, with more belief, supported by their stadium, with the will of immediately scoring. We understand it, and we say, it's dangerous here. Let them do. Let them do. We will block, we will defend, and we will try to wait, being patient until that wave of aggressivity of Atalanta goes over, because it has to go over at a certain moment, and we don't have to concede. So I wanted to start like Atalanta, okay? But in football sometimes, when you can't, you have to also pay attention, and you have to not concede. After these 15 moments, we go from the 15th until the 30th, and this is exactly in the first half where I was the most angry about. Because that big wave of aggressivity of Atalanta goes away, as predicted. We start increasing a bit the pressing. That means at least trying to catch that ball. And you know what? Doing that, we catch that ball. But for 15, if not 20 long minutes, every single time that we recuperate that ball, we have two huge problems. The first one is that all the team is super static. They don't move. And you have no solutions where the one that is carrying that ball is slowing down because he's looking in. There is nobody until the point where he's obliged to go in the back or to try with a long ball that is absolutely not precise. And then you have the second thing, when sometimes we were able to unmark ourselves to receive that ball, we were absolutely a disaster in technique. Bad passes after bad passes, one after the other. But from all the players, Locatelli first 4 passes of the game are all a disaster, are horror. We are missing pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, pass 4. We are doing extremely bad there. So, or we can't find our ways. We have no ideas. And when I'm saying we, ragazzi, we means the players and the coach. We. Juventus is we. I'm not speaking about the team only on the field, but all of them. We were not able to insert new alternatives, new ideas. If we are blocked, how does it come that we are blocked? How can we find creative new ideas to unmark ourselves, to create something, to build something like Abai was saying a bit earlier? He was saying we have to find a solution because if they block our midfield, it's our defenders that need to build. And here we are not there. We are not there. We have to improve much more. What I see in that first half is that Juventus says we block. Second one, we try, but we are a disaster. We can't. And then I see the last 12 minutes of the game, I see finally a Juventus in crescendo, maybe also thanks to a wake-up call of Federico, thanks to an individual initiative, but that crescendo is absolutely not enough. That crescendo is not enough. It's not that in the last 10, 12 minutes, you see a Juventus full dangerosity, playing really fast with intensity. No. It's a bit better because we are a bit more precise. I wrote it down because it's important for me to remember what I'm thinking. But after the 20th minute, we were at the pass accuracy in opposition half of 60%. 60%. To be honest, at the 19th minute, we were at 58. 58% at the 19th minute. From there, it's starting to grow. Because we finished the first half with 78% pass accuracy in opposition half. Is it enough? No, it's disgusting. But you see a crescendo in Juventus playing a bit more precise, a bit more better. Enough? No. Fantastic? No. But you see that crescendo. And that's for the first half that I'm asking myself, which Juventus will we see in the second half? Will it be that continuity of that first half? Not playing but can't do it, and then a Juventus that tries to play and succeeds sometimes to play a bit better, or will it be again the Juventus that will go back to the beginning of the first half? What do we see? We see again a Juventus that is going back to the first half. In that second half, we didn't play. We didn't play. And well, and I don't even want to say other, I want to say we didn't play. We didn't play football in second half. The changes, I believe, that Kostic was the only one that entered well. Because Cambiaso was not playing well, for all the people that believe that they know better than the people that are choosing the guys to start, because he did really well in the game against Udinese, like Frabotta did really well the first game against Sampdoria, but they are not able to see the continuity of the training sessions, of what they are doing, how they are performing. They forget about the bad performance against Bologna as well. But today, Cambiaso was, according to me, if not the worst, one of the worst ones. Today, Cambiaso was not good. I praised him when he deserved it. Today, he didn't play well. Like, he didn't play well, I believe, against Lazio, if I'm not wrong. So he didn't play well, Cambiaso. So that change of Kostic, where I was doubting about Kostic was the only one that entered well. Then people will tell me, play Ealing. If you play Ealing on that side of the field, I can guarantee you with Ealing, you concede probably a goal. Probably you concede a goal. At the moment, until I have the proofs of what I hope, but until there, Ealing is a player that can solve you the game when you are behind. Then you can tell me, wait a bit, not concede, let him enter in the last 10 minutes, and you show and you give a sign that you really, really, really want to go and win that game. Yes, that's what I would have probably done. Unfortunately, Cambiaso was extremely below average. What did he do, Kostic? Not a lot. Not a lot. But that was the only one that entered well. With some runs, tried some combination on the left side on the left. Oh, but Juventus did nothing. So am I telling you that he did a 5-star performance? No. For me, Kostic is not my favorite player. I have no benefit in defending him. I would probably not even have played him because I was doubting that he could do that. But he entered okay. He entered better than a Cambiaso played on that left side of the field. Thank you, Stavros. 20 months. Thank you, my friend. Alan Yeterian. Grazie, my buddy, for the donation. Remember, Beppe, when you and Mo did a video about Locatelli and his vertical passes, why we can't see those passes? I remember really well because we studied Locatelli extremely well. Today I saw 1 or 2 times that he changed field where he succeeded. Then I saw a lot of time where he missed it, especially the beginning of the game of Locatelli was extremely under his level, was extremely bad. Why can't we see them? Because if there are no solution, because we are not unmarking ourselves when you can't do it. And also because we are a team that is scared. Is scared to go with these changes of plays. And pay attention, a lot of time we see them also, which I blame the team for, because it can't be, and this is also another point that I am not happy with how we prepare the game with Max and the technical staff. It can't be that Juventus is playing systematically since Sassuolo, Lecce, and today Atalanta. We have no solutions. We play long balls. We play long balls. We play long balls. Zuagi, I would love to speak with you about football, but it makes no sense because you're trolling, or I don't know what's your hobby in life. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. If you base your opinion of Ealing Jr. on every time 50 minutes when you see him entering without being open to understand that maybe Ealing Jr. is not able at the moment today to do a full game against a team like Atalanta, ragazzi, what can we speak about? I love the kid, but we have also some problems on the mercato, that on the right side we have one player, and it's not even where, it's what McKennie. And on the left side you have 3 players between Cambiaso, Kostic, and Ealing. But then if you want to change every single time opinion, if you don't like Kostic, you want Cambiaso. If you want Cambiaso but he's not performing well, then we go for Ealing. If Ealing is not performing, he's causing nearly a penalty into our box, then we have a problem. We can't play with 4-3-3. Zuaghi, we can't play with 4-3-3. Basta with these opinions, because the mercato has not been done for a 4-3-3. Take it out of your mind. You can't play 4-3-3 without a left back, without a right back. If you tell me that Weah can play a right back, maybe you don't understand football. If you tell me that Alexandro has to play left back, maybe you don't understand football, because he was a great fullback in 2015, 2016, but we are in 23, 24. If you tell me that Danilo has to play there, probably you missed a bit of talks of Danilo that says that I feel more comfortable, I feel better in that three-man defense. You want to put Cambiaso? Cambiaso told you in front of microphones, I am a player that loves to play more on front. I love to play more offensively. I am thinking offensively. I want to score more goals. I need to do more assists. And the Cambiaso that we are seeing since a few games is a player that is not even able to do the offensive part that he likes. So what are we speaking about? What are we speaking about? Do I want to play 4-3-3? Yeah. But it's not that the problem. The problem is that we don't have the team because we don't have at the moment the money to go and buy a left back, another one. And maybe, let's say, maybe you find a way to play Danilo on the right and Cambiaso on the left, or Kostic on the left, because maybe they are working during the week to find these alternatives. Let's say that you are working on that. Okay, if Danilo is injured, who do you put? If the other one is injured on the left, Cambiaso, who do you put? Bremer is a player that can't play with a four-man defense. How many? So your strongest aggressive defender today, until he went out for cramps, was fantastic on Charles de Ketelaere, except of one time at the end of the game before he went out because of these cramps. Well, if you put Bremer even more in difficulties, then sell Bremer. I will tell you then, Starboy, probably yes. But if Bremer doesn't want to leave, Bremer doesn't leave. If we have not the possibility to gain money on the resale of Bremer that we signed for 50 million euro, oh ragazzi, but that's another story. Today we are on the 1st of October. We can't speak anymore about selling Bremer today. That will not solve the situation because he will not be sold. He's there in our team until the end of the year. I would love to speak about 4-3-3, but it's not possible. It is not possible today. It is not possible. So, don't put Bremer in difficulty in a four-man defense when you are not even sure to have a left back and a right back. For what? To play who? Ealing Jr. on the left in a 4-3-3. And what do you do with Chiesa? And what do you do with Chiesa? What do we do with Chiesa? Where do you put Chiesa? That, I don't know if you are understanding, watching, following the career of Chiesa, on the right. But he doesn't want to play on the right. Ragazzi, even if he's playing as a second striker, he's always tending to go on the left. What are you speaking about on the right? He doesn't want to play on the right. Who was on the right today? Keane or Chiesa? I don't know what to explain. I don't know what to say, ragazzi. I don't know. If you are not able to understand that we have a team that can't play 4-3-3, I can't explain. I know that Chiesa played there. I know that Chiesa played there at Fiorentina. I know that when he was playing with Pirlo, he also did games like that. I know that the first game that he played in Euro 2021, he started on that right side position because Mancini didn't believe in him as an inverted foot, and then he did the best games on the left one. I know all this kind of thing. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. No, Alireza, it's not about chilling out. By the way, I will close the video soon because I am angry but it's because people are saying inexact things and it's not correct. And if someone is not telling them at a certain moment, we can't just continue. We can't continue with false things that makes no sense. Pinu, thank you, Pinu. Try McKennie Wea on right like USMT for build-up. But then I agree with you. Could be, could be. But McKennie is a player that, I don't know if you remember, like 3 weeks ago, we all wanted out of our team. We're out of our team. We didn't want to see him. Today, McKennie, that I gave a lot of time, the top 3 man of the match, today didn't impress offensively at all. Didn't see him at all. But you play him in the middle. And who do you play on the right? You will tell me Wea. But if Wea is not playing as a starter, there is a reason why Wea is today not playing as a starter. So with all the will, it's not possible. Zwagi, now we will stop. Now we'll stop. Zwagi, who are you, by the way? How? No, you will make me. Okay, it's the last one the last one I answer, Zwagi. It's your last answer. Then, if you're not able to speak correctly, we will stop. If you're telling me how can you accept such an offensive performance after watching the game, okay, I will say it really calmly, and then maybe I will ban you. Then I will ban you because you are playing with me, and I don't like that. I will say it really calmly. Watch again the live. Listen to the word. Non, putain, je vais te le dire en français parce que je pense que tu parles français, Zwagi. Je vais te le dire en français. Alors moi, j'accepte pas la performance d'aujourd'hui. J'ai pas été content avec la performance d'aujourd'hui. Je suis super énervé déjà avec le fait qu'on a refusé de jouer. Donc moi, je n'ai absolument pas accepté la performance d'aujourd'hui. Alors si tu trouves à un certain moment où j'ai accepté la performance d'aujourd'hui, tu me le dis. Je pense pas que c'est le cas. Maintenant, je te l'ai dit calmement. Maintenant, tu arrêtes. Parce que la prochaine fois que tu déformes mes mots ou tu me fais dire des choses que j'ai pas dit, je te banne à vie de la chaîne. Tu te crées un nouveau compte, tu fais ce que tu veux, j'en ai rien à foutre. Mais ça me casse les couilles. Honnêtement, ça me casse les couilles. Ça me fait chier parce que je te l'explique en anglais. Alors peut-être que tu as un problème de compréhension en anglais. Peut-être que c'est moi qui m'exprime mal. Mais je pense pas. Parce que je prends le temps d'expliquer calmement. Je prends le temps d'expliquer calmement. Je prends le temps d'expliquer le fait que je suis absolument pas satisfait de la performance d'aujourd'hui. Je te l'explique bien. Je te l'explique en étapes, step by step, comme un bébé. Je te prends par la main. Mais après, putain, si tu viens me faire chier sur la chaîne, me répéter le fait que j'accepte une performance que je te dis que j'accepte pas, ça m'énerve. Ça m'énerve. Voilà, je t'ai répondu. La prochaine fois que tu me réponds et que c'est pas une réponse que j'apprécie, je te banne. Et c'est fini. Et c'est fini. Stop. Guys, I will stop the chat because I see that people today, and they are succeeding in it because I'm weak today, because I'm totally weak today. But I see that people, they just want to play with me. It's Sunday. I have other things to do with my family. So I'm extremely sorry for the people that I had to assist on that. But I can't. I don't know. I can't. Thank you, Peter. I expect counter-attack style of play, but we were too sloppy. We were, I agree, and positioning, Peter. I'm sorry, my friend. Mohamed Youssef, with 3-5-2, your backline has to be creative. And you care less if we concede goals, you can't attack and score. Because you can attack and score. Juve today use attack formation to defend. It's true, today we played in defense. So I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't want to. A few people, I see the comments. Ragazzi, I read the comments. I have to speak about my frustration about the game that I didn't like. I tell you that I don't like. I make sure that I read the comments, and the only things I see is people continuing to say, why do you love Allegri? Why are you speaking well about Juve? It's because you're obliged, because you're paid by Juve. That's what I read in the comment section. All comment section long. I see these kind of comments why I'm telling you that I don't like the performance. Anyway, I want to speak about football. Yeah, go back, try to understand football. Stop a moment, try to understand that defending the way that we did against Atalanta, that had 0 shots on target until the 45 minutes, that means that something well has been done. We are speaking about defensive phase. not risking anything against a team that we know it offensively. Atalanta is a team that is scoring a lot of goals. I told you that the first one, we didn't want to play that wave. I told you that in the second quarter, what happened is that we were the worst Juve ever because we were not able to align one pass in our feet with a 57% pass accuracy. I even tell you with stats, I tell you that we were progressing in that last quarter, but absolutely far from what I want about how my Juventus needs to look like. And I tell you that the second half, we disappeared because we didn't want to play again. We, Juventus FC, from the coach, the players, everyone in the locker room, they decided that we had to be compact as a team in blocking, but not to attack. And that's not okay. And that's not okay. And that's the message from a coach. But if I explain you that and you tell me, Beppe, you're speaking well about Juventus. Beppe, you love the way that we play. Beppe, how can you be happy? Then no. Anyway, Ciao Beppe, Calma, Atalanta doing well in backline, our midfield. We were bad. If you're looking at Atalanta, oh ragazzi, you know that Atalanta in 123 games with today, we drew with them 44 times in the history of Serie A. Not only today. Since 2015, 2016, when Gasperini became the coach of Atalanta, and you were speaking about Allegri 1, Sarri, Pirlo, Allegri 2, we are speaking about 4 wins of Juve, 9 draws, 2 times the loss. Atalanta is a difficult field. My problem, of course, is one only. That I don't want to see my team that gives up on having the desire to win. If it's an isolated case because you can't do more, I can even accept it. If it's a repeated case, Sassuolo, Lecce, Atalanta, and we are playing Torino next week, then I'm not happy. Bonne nuit, Peter. I agree, Nirai. I agree. You know what some people expect, and I will never be like that. People would expect that they hope, they pray for it, that I open the channel, that I start with Allegri out, it's the only one at fault. All insulting, using insults, taking dolls and taking the head off with a picture of Allegri on it, and then screaming and saying everything is bad without solution. We don't speak about football, what we saw. But Maverick, if we are looking at Serie A, we have 14 points today. On how much available? I believe 7 times 3 is 14, is 21. 14 on 21. That means that we lost 3 points, 2 points, 2 points. That's 7 points that we already lost, okay? If you're following and multiplying the point that we made in 7 games on 38, you don't win the trophy. So we need to do much better than that if we want to win a trophy at the end of the year. And that's why I keep repeating you on the channel. On paper and from what we are seeing at the moment, we are not yet a Scudetto team. But a lot of things can happen in Serie A with a lot of teams. If yesterday they don't do the right changes, Inter doesn't win against Salernitana. They lose against Sassuolo, which was not possible to imagine. Milan lost at the moment only against Inter. Napoli at a certain moment, they had really difficulties. Now they look to be back. They won against, I think, Udinese. Empoli, I'm not sure. Let's see if they can give continuity. And we need to stick there. And that's why the win, dirty win, ugly win against Lecce is important, because we were there. That's why today, Atalanta draw, how much I dislike the game, is important. Is important at the end. If we want, at a certain of the season, to have no regrets, today is important point, because then we turn ourselves and we say, okay, maybe we can push a bit, maybe we can do a bit. If we concede today and we play open and crazy at a certain moment, maybe you lose 3-0 and you forget about it, because then you have 6 teams in front of you. No, I don't know if we will be able to win, but my expectations are also not that we will win. My expectation is that we stick there as long as possible, that my hope, my desire to win arrives maybe in March. Suddenly I say, Mamma mia, oh, we are here. We can do it, maybe. But today, I don't know. Our players don't move off the ball for each other with any velocity. But they don't move. They were static, incredibly static. But it's hard, guys. With all the respect I have for you, sometimes it's really hard. But seriously, thank you that for a donation. But that's seriously, Beppe, those people make you lose your hair. You know, I know another YouTuber. That decided not so long time ago to start also with watch-alongs and post-game. He said, I give up. I give up because I feel the game too much. And then there are some people that are entering just to troll and say things that I didn't say. And I stop with it. So I watch the game, tranquillo, alone. As soon as the game is over, I record and I edit a video, because in a video sometimes you can say something wrong. Well, that thing that you said wrong, you stop, you edit, or you start from scratch and you do tranquillo, because you're already angry when your team is not winning, but in a calm, serene atmosphere. Here you are doing it seriously, guys. Seriously, it's difficult. Oh, I really try to always be tranquillo but oh. No, Nirai, the channel is nearly 4 years old. You will have more or less, whatever. But no, I'm used to it, just that it's annoying. Normally, no. From what I saw, it was 5 the first time. Then it goes down, from what I know. Then, if they change again the Serie A rules with the yellow cards, let's see. But from I know, no. I thanked Chesney today. Oh, but he was about to do a mistake at a certain moment, huh? But okay, guys, I will watch Soulé. By the way, if you want to know, Mathias Soulé is the youngest player among those who have already scored and provided an assist in Serie A this season. The youngest one to score and to provide an assist in Serie A this season. Just for you to know. Watching the graphics, yes, he's playing. They are playing with a 5-4-1. Barrenechea is playing, Soulé is playing, and I'm trying to find... no, Caio Jorge is still not there. No, it's not there. Okay. Ciao ragazzi, I'm sorry for today's rant. See you tomorrow, or maybe this evening playing FIFA on the other channel. Ciao.